To share with you another recipe from my 21-day fix supply of recipes. I don't know about what happens at your house this time of year, but around our house it is football season, and what happens at football season is there's lots of snacky type foods. So one of the favorites in our place is nachos, to have nachos on a Sunday night. So I tried to come up with a different sort of clean way that I could still have supper with the family, but I wasn't sort of participating in all those tortilla chips. So what I came up with was using red pepper as my chips. So for today, I actually saved 2 of my green containers for my supper. So I've got it packed full with some red peppers that I'm going to use as my chips today. So I'm just going to lay those all out on a baking sheet. I have them cut sort of in a chip shape, finger shape. So I'm going to lay all of those out. And again, as I said, I saved a couple green containers for tonight. So I even have a few more red peppers. So I'm going to do that about halfway full. So I'm going to lay those out as well. All right, and for the meat for this dish, the whole family's using extra lean ground beef, so am I. So I'm going to just sprinkle my ground beef, my red container, on top of my red peppers, all across there. Get it spread out nice and even. And then, as I said, I still have half of a green container to use. So for some color, I'm going to use some green onion. I'm going to fill some of that. I'm also going to use some jalapenos because I like a little bit of kick. You know, I like hot sauce, so I also love jalapenos. So I'm going to throw some of those in there as well. I'm probably not even getting my whole 2 green containers full for the supper, but that's okay. So I kind of like to split up my jalapenos just to make sure they're getting all through the dish. And if you don't like spicy, then don't put any of these on because they do have some spice. I do get the pickled ones. I've never put fresh on. I suppose you could do that. It wouldn't be a problem. And then I'm going to sprinkle my green onion on there as well. Okay, I even have a little bit of chopped up red pepper for the rest of the gang for their dish, so I may just put a few of those on. All right, so lastly, I'm going to use a blue container, and unfortunately, my little grocery store in my small town didn't have any avocados tonight, so all they had was this pre-made guacamole, but it's actually 100% fresh ingredients, and there's nothing bad in here. There's really just avocado, some jalapeno, some cilantro, and garlic, so it's pretty clean. So I feel pretty good about using it. So I'm going to scoop some of this in here, and I am going to fill up my blue container, but not completely full. So I'm going to do it about halfway. And I have this whole container left for today. And the other half, I would like to put some Parmesan cheese on top of my nachos. Most of the time, your nachos are going to be covered in cheddar or Tex-Mex blend or something. So what I'm going to do, I am going to kind of eyeball this, but I know that I have half of my blue container left. So I'm going to sprinkle my cheese on top. Just give it a little bit of a coating just to give you that sort of cheesy feel. And then this is going to go into the oven. I'm just going to broil it just so everything gets kind of hot and melts a little bit. So I've got some guacamole to go along with it. And I also have half of a purple container left for today. So I am going to have some salsa as well. So I will fill half of my purple container that I have left from the day with some organic salsa. Again, I'm a really simple, kind of lazy, totally lazy person. So yes, you should probably by rights be making a salsa, but I try and find something as good as I can. So this is an organic salsa that I found, and my whole family likes it, so that's what we use. So that is going to be my dish for tonight while the rest of the family is watching football and eating some tortilla nachos. I'm going to have my clean version on red peppers. Hope you enjoy. Have a great night.